Welcome to Vacuum Wars and to our look at what's going on with Dyson recently and what to expect in 2026. Dyson recently held a Dyson Unveiled event coinciding with IFA 2025 where they announced 11 new products across vacuums, robot vacuums, wet floor cleaners, air purifiers, and more. It's their largest single release to date, and in this video I'll focus on the floor care related products, go over the most relevant specs and features, and especially for US viewers, talk about when these products are expected to arrive here. Let's start off with the product that probably got the most online attention, the Dyson PencilVac. It's essentially a full cordless vacuum, but it's very slim. The main body is just 38 millimeters in diameter, making it the slimmest vacuum Dyson has ever created, and according to Dyson, the slimmest vacuum in the world. It uses a custom high-speed motor spinning at roughly 140,000 RPM, producing around 55 air watts of suction, which is significantly lower than Dyson's other stick vacuums, but it's apparently not meant to replace a full stick vacuum for things like deep carpet cleaning. It's mostly meant for hard floors, quick cleanups, stairs, small homes, and places where using a full stick vacuum is inconvenient. One interesting aspect is the new Fluffy Cones cleaner head. Because of its 360-degree connector, it can move in all directions, and it's apparently easy to maneuver, being only 4 pounds. It can lie nearly flat and slide under low furniture, almost like a powered Swiffer. It uses 4 conical soft brush bars that taper outward. As the cones spin, they eject hair and fibers into the bin instead of wrapping around the roller. It's the first one to have 2 of Dyson's LED dust-revealing lights, which is a feature they've recently started to implement on cordless vacuums, which I really do like. Its dust bin is extremely small at 0.8 liters, but Dyson added a compaction mechanism that compresses debris up to 5 times denser, allowing for more storage than you would expect for something this size. As for availability, the PencilVac launched first in Asia in 2025, then Australia, New Zealand, and China. Dyson has said that the US and UK launches are slated for 2026, with no exact date announced yet. Based on international pricing, we would expect something in the $600 to $700 range in the US. Next is Dyson's new cordless vacuum flagship, the Dyson V16 Piston Animal. Dyson says this is going to be their most powerful cordless vacuum to date. It uses a new 900-watt motor with suction rated at 315 air watts in boost mode, a significant increase over previous generations. The V16 cleaner head has been completely reimagined from previous generations. They're calling it the all-floor cones Sense Head. Instead of one roller, it uses 2 conical anti-tangle brush bars, similar in concept to the PencilVac, but sized for a full flagship vacuum. Like the smaller cones, they actively push hair toward the bin to prevent wrap. The new head has sensors that also adjust suction based on floor type, something Dyson already did, but now it also will adjust the roller speed depending on floor type as well. Another interesting feature is that the V16 uses a new bin system called Clean Compactor, where you can compress dirt in the bin, allowing for roughly 30 days of debris under normal use. Then, when you empty it, there's a wiping mechanism that sort of scrapes the bin so that dust doesn't get stuck. You can also get a Submarine version of the V16 where you get the Submarine 2.0 wet cleaner head with a 300 milliliter clean water tank to wash hard floors while picking up light debris. Dyson says it can cover 110 square meters, about 1,100 square feet on a single tank. Another big piece of news is that Dyson is planning a self-empty docking station for the V16 and for the refreshed V8 coming in 2026. So eventually you'll be able to dock the V16 and have it automatically empty its bin into the station. The V16 launched first in Korea in mid-2025, then in the UK and parts of Europe later in the year. Dyson says that the V16 and V16 Submarine will officially launch in the United States in early 2026. We'd expect US pricing to land in the $900 plus range. Dyson also refreshed the classic V8 line with the new Dyson V8 Cyclone, which keeps the same compact form factor but increases suction about 30% to roughly 150 air watts. It adds a triggerless power button and extends runtime up to 60 minutes. As mentioned, it supports the upcoming self-empty dock. It's positioned as a mid-range model, likely coming to the US sometime in 2026. They also announced a new vacuum mop combo called the Dyson Clean Plus Wash Hygiene, a cordless wet dry floor cleaner. The main focus here is hygiene and odor control. Many floor washers recirculate dirty water through internal filters, which can easily become messy over time. Dyson's design avoids this by continuously feeding clean water to an ultra-absorbent microfiber roller. As debris and wet messes are collected, the dirty water goes directly into a waste compartment in the floor head instead of through the machine. When you dock it after cleaning, the base automatically washes the roller with clean water and then dries it with heated air at around 85 degrees Celsius. It weighs about 8.4 pounds, so it's fairly light for a wet-dry vacuum. It has a low-profile head to fit under furniture. Dyson is positioning this as a 2026 release with no confirmed US date or pricing yet. Their first attempt at this, the Wash G1, was selling for around $600, so this next generation version will likely be in that general range or probably slightly higher. Now let's talk about their new robot vacuum, because this one could be a big deal if it performs as advertised. It's called the Dyson Spot and Scrub AI. This is Dyson's first attempt at a robot vacuum mop with a multifunctional dock. It's the successor to their 360 VizNav, but in a lot of ways it looks like a complete reboot of Dyson's robot strategy. One unique feature is something they call Spot and Scrub AI, where it uses an onboard camera with a green laser to scan the floor for stains and spills. When it sees something that looks like a stain, it scrubs it, then visually checks if the stain is still there. If it is, it scrubs it again, and it can repeat this process up to 15 times. It's also the first Dyson robot vacuum to have obstacle avoidance. Dyson says it can recognize around 200 common objects like cables, socks, toys, and so on, and avoid them. The Spot and Scrub AI uses a microfiber roller mop that feeds clean water into the roller continuously. It rinses the roller as it cleans and deposits that water into a dirty water tank. The roller can extend 1.6 inches past the side of the robot for better edge coverage. When the robot detects carpet, it will lift its roller to avoid getting carpets wet, all of which means it's up to the industry standards for flagship robot vacuums, in my opinion. The new Cyclonic dock is Dyson's first full-featured multifunctional dock. It uses cyclonic separation to empty the robot's dust bin into a 2-liter bagless bin. The dock also manages its clean and dirty water tanks and washes and dries the roller after each run. Navigation-wise, Dyson has finally moved to a more standard LiDAR-based system, which is integrated into the top of the robot so that it can still get under some furniture. Dyson has stated that the US release is scheduled for sometime in 2026, with pricing still unknown, but likely in a premium tier given that the older VizNav was around $1,200 without a mop and without a dock. Dyson also introduced a new compact air purifier, the Dyson HushJet Purifier Compact. This model focuses on low noise. Dyson adapted concepts from aerospace, quote, hush kits, creating a star-shaped HushJet nozzle that smooths airflow as it exits the machine. Dyson rates it at just 24 decibels in sleep mode, quiet enough for bedrooms. Even though it's about 1/3 the size of Dyson's large purifiers, Dyson says it delivers up to 80% of the cleaning capacity of their HEPA Cool Big and Quiet model, suitable for rooms up to around 200 square feet. It uses a fully sealed HEPA and activated carbon system, and one of my favorite features, sensors for particles and VOCs with real-time air quality readouts. This is one Dyson product that US customers can already buy. It launched in the US on September 30th, 2025 for $349. Looking at all this together, Dyson is clearly updating nearly every segment of their floor care lineup at once. For US customers, 2026 is when most of these headline products are expected to arrive. As always, Vacuum Wars will buy these products for ourselves and test them to see how they stack up in terms of performance and value. So be sure to like and subscribe for all the upcoming reviews, and thanks for watching. All of the links in the description are updated regularly to reflect our current favorite vacuums in multiple categories. You'll also find links to the Vacuum Wars website in the description, where we have more detailed lists of our favorite products, like our new top 20 robot vacuums list, which is updated weekly.